I love rhythm, rhythm loves me. Ain't no prison that sets me free. I love rhythm, rhythm loves me. Ain't no prison that sets me free.
This group of artists in Nashville and the people that I'm meeting is kind of defining what I call a new school of music. And that new school of music, I kind of put a name to it. I'm kind of making it proprietary. I called Eclectic Roots Groove. And what is Eclectic Roots Groove? Well, Eclectic Roots Groove is a combination of folk, the storytelling of folk, the rawness and gut-wrenching feeling of blues, the funkiness of funk, the rhythm, which I absolutely love, the interesting chord structures of jazz, and then just the energy of rock. I mean, it sounds like, okay, Michael, you're throwing everything in there, but it's this combination of those influences that are coming together to form this new, what I would call Eclectic Roots Groove music. And that's what I'm experiencing in Nashville, and then with the other artists that are working with the Blue House Band, which then takes me to the second topic. To go back to this topic as well. With this Eclectic Roots Groove, what I want to do is curate a song list of these artists, not only with my own music, but other people, and to do posts about their music, to talk to them, to interview them. And why would I do that? Well, because I consider it not a zero-sum game, like, okay, there's only a certain amount of space left and everybody's fighting for that space, but rather that it's more of an infinite pie. And then by working as a group and recognizing each other as a group of unique artists in this, what I would call this unique school of Eclectic Roots Groove, that we could do really well. But then that takes me to this other aspect, which is the second point, the music business. And I'm beginning to love it. I'm loving the whole cracking the nut and figuring out how do we get this to work. And this gentleman who's filming, roaming around, that you'll see, you can see it. He goes by the name My Friend Sam. You can try to look that up in the website. He's quite a great guy. And together, he helped to develop my website as well, michaelpost.com. But he has this unique opportunity to work with like the biggest names in the industry. And as a result of being able to rub shoulders with them and the work that he does, that he's asking them these questions, these pertinent questions like, well, what about this and what about that? And learning a great deal about the music business and how it works. And so for both of us, it's a great delight. And as a result of that, one of the first steps that we're taking is forming a record label, and it's called RCSQ Records LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, which stands for Rhythm and Chords, Stories and Questions. And if you go to michaelpost.com, you'll see RCSQ and kind of like the kind of clean version and the more poetic version of what that means. But yeah, establishing a record label, which initially is to say, all right, this is how I'm going to help to promote the music that I'm doing. But then ultimately, in this whole notion of Eclectic Roots Groove, once I'm able to do that and build that success, is to be able to come alongside other people and to say, with this curated playlist, and then to say, okay, these particular artists that I would like to come alongside and to be able to promote as well. So that is a lot of fun, which then takes me to the third point. The third point is, what music am I releasing right now? The next release that I'll be doing is Michael Post with the Blue House Band. It's the first group that I mentioned, and again, amazing musicians. And we've produced 2 songs already. Alex Banyata helped to produce those songs with the band. And then the third song, which comes a time for singing, will be releasing probably in the next 4 weeks, around in December. So looking forward to that. Then the song with Rob Tulton, which is the Shine song, where a co-produced song we'll be doing. And then be doing also an acoustic album of 4 songs, an EP with that, just kind of like the raw intimacy of just with me and the guitar and performing. So that is looking forward to that, which takes me back again. Let me just backtrack a little bit to the business part of it. In the recording aspect, I'm learning a great deal on the kind of production, which I'm also have a great fascination with. I've worked with Blake LaGrange on mastering and the recording aspect as well, and mastering.com. But I've learned also this method called the 4-bus model with Tom Powers, which is through his time, he's worked with various people, and as a result of their influences and what he himself has learned, has developed this 4-bus model, which then allows you to record in a way that creates this very intimate and live feel with a full band, even though that band may not be all recording at the same time like they did in the past. So really enjoying that. But yeah, so I'm having a great deal of fun. Number one, building the community, focusing on eclectic roots groove. 2, having a fascination with the business, forming a record label, RCSQ Records, curating a listening list, and I'll be posting more about that on Instagram and YouTube and about that playlist. And then the third thing is continuing to release music on a regular basis. And to finish off, it was interesting. My friend Sam, he said, when I first listened to your music, Michael, I couldn't figure you out. But over a period of time, as those pieces of music that I'm releasing are coming together, he's saying, yeah, now I get it. And now I truly understand what you mean by eclectic roots groove. And we're both fascinated in working with the community and being able to develop that through RCSQ Records and then understanding the business. But that's the update. Thank you so much for listening and wishing you all the best. Ciao.
To the gale, blow, wind, move my ship along.